How's it going, everyone? Got quite a few PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 game updates. We've got some release dates and a couple of new games being revealed. So let's talk about it and let's jump right in with Shadowrun Trilogy coming to PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on June the 21st. So this one, 2 months to the day away. It'll be including Shadowrun Return, Shadowrun Dragonfall, Director's Cut, and Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. These games have had some notoriety on PC for quite a while. I'm happy that they're coming to PlayStation 5 and all these other platforms, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. Kinda think the pricing is a little bit high just because these games are typically really cheap on PC. It's $30 for the Trilogy, but you have to be a Plus subscriber. I think if it was $30 flat, that'd be a really good price, and then if you want to do like 20% off for Plus subscribers at like 24 bucks or something like that, I think that would be a good price. It's just because I've seen these so cheap on PC. They're good games, don't get me wrong. Quality RPGs. I really like the visual style, and you are getting all three games. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on the price, but I mean, you're getting, it's 30 bucks if you're a Plus subscriber, and you're getting quite a few hours of gameplay. So honestly, it's not that bad of a price point, and the games are high quality. Like, if you're into RPGs, you're gonna dig these quite a bit, and the cyberpunk setting, I think, is great. The game notes: Shadowrun Trilogy is a collection of 3 critically acclaimed role-playing games in the iconic fantasy cyberpunk Shadowrun setting. The Shadowrun Trilogy, a remastered release of Shadowrun Returns RPGs originally released by Harebrained Schemes, has been updated for a console experience with upscaled graphics, improved performance, and controller-optimized gameplay. Originally funded via Kickstarter in just 28 hours and the first Kickstarter-funded game to launch after raising over $1 million, Shadowrun Returns is a story-rich RPG with turn-based tactical combat set in the celebrated Shadowrun universe, designed by Jordan Wiseman, the creator of the original Shadowrun tabletop RPG. Returns released to critical acclaim for PC and mobile platforms, with 2 sequels released shortly afterwards. The standalone sequels, Dragonfall, Director's Cut, and Hong Kong Extended Edition, joined Shadowrun Returns as the Shadowrun Trilogy. Again, I think $40 is a bit pricey, but if you do have a Plus subscription, which I'm sure the majority of you guys do, the $30 price point is honestly fine. Like, I think this trilogy for 30 bucks is actually a really, really good deal, and sometimes I am a little bit too nitpicky when it comes to price points. I mean, we've been spending $70 on a lot of these games recently, so 30 bucks for Shadowrun Trilogy is probably a pretty good pickup. Yeah, so if you're a fan of RPGs, if you're a fan of a cyberpunk setting, a lot of dialogue as well, I think you're going to enjoy Shadowrun Trilogy quite a bit. Have that on your radar. Might be a couple of titles that a lot of you guys don't know about if you've never heard of them on PC and whatnot, but yeah, these coming to other platforms I think will do quite a bit of good for their notoriety as well. So let's see how that turns out. It should also be noted the games are going to be on Game Pass, so if you're on Xbox or potentially even PC, we'll see if the PC titles will be available on Game Pass. That's pretty solid as well. Next up, I do want to note Klonoa Fantasy Reverie is set for a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC release on July the 8th. I know Klonoa is a franchise that a lot of people have very fond memories of. It's not a franchise that was, you know, really in my wheelhouse, but I'm always down for quality side-scrolling platformers, and this collection, you'll have Door to Phantom Isle and Klonoa to Lunatea's Veil, enhanced with revamped graphics, adjustable difficulty settings, and a 2-player cooperative mode as well. So decent additions to this as well. And again, this is another release right around the corner, coming July 8th. That early summer to mid to late summer period actually looking quite solid, all things considered. Shadowrun Trilogy, Klonoa, obviously July 29th, you got Digimon Survive and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Like, that's starting to come together pretty nicely. You know, Sonic Origins, I think, is a little bit wacky with its price points, but that's another one that'll be coming out in that summer period, so a lot of decent stuff actually coming out in the summer. You know, the next couple of months are kind of dry as far as big releases, but this is quite a nice release to see. Also because I believe those Klonoa titles, their original releases are like insanely priced if you want like the original copy and whatnot, so to get a revamped version on all these platforms being available, that's going to be quite nice. So nice to see Bandai Namco putting that out. Alright, next up, THQ Nordic and 9 Rock Games have announced Way of the Hunter for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. This does not have a release date, but it looks to be an adventure open world title. Become the new owner of a hunting lodge among gorgeous habitats and rich animal populations. Explore a vast open world environments and hunt with a premium selection of firearms. Enjoy the perfect hunt on your own or with friends in co-op play. The game notes dozens of strikingly detailed animal species with realistic behavior models for a truly immersive hunting experience. Enjoy your perfect hunting adventure among friends in co-op. Hunt like a pro with features that highlight animal signs, blood splatter analysis, and shot review with the rewindable bullet camera. 2 vast hunting territories with 55 square miles, each realistic ballistics and bullet physics simulations, sophisticated natural animal animations and reactions when sensing the player's presence, and a compelling story about the struggles of a family hunting business and the rivalry and friendships that surround it. Kinda wild to see like a hunting game like this also have an emphasis on the narrative, but we'll see how that turns out as well. Again, this one does not have a release date, but hopefully sometime in 2022. Alright, next up, the House of the Dead remake is gonna, in fact, be coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia on April 28th. It dropped on Nintendo Switch just a little while ago, back on April 7th, and then it was found on the PlayStation database. The House of the Dead remake is a remade version from the game from 1997 on the arcade platform. A classic arcade rail shooter receives a whole new entourage and gameplay changes to suit modern gaming standards. Well-known arcade classic with modern graphics and controls. True to the original gameplay, local 2-player multiplayer, multiple endings, photo mode, achievements, armory with unlockable weapons, hordes of the undead monstrosities in a new game mode, and gallery with encountered enemies and bosses. It will be released at $25, so decent price point, all things considered, for this one. Again, it'll be out April 28th, so literally next week. Real quick turnaround on this one. And then lastly, Marvelous and Xseed Games have announced Deadcraft, a survival action game that notes Deadcraft is the newest deadly and daring game from Marvelous's first studio, creators of Daemon Ex Machina. As if a hail of meteors reducing Earth to a barren wasteland wasn't bad enough, the devastation released a mysterious virus that resurrected the dead, ravaged by fire from the sky and the dead below. Only a fraction of the human population remains, largely clustered into small outposts where power-hungry opportunists capitalize on the chaos. A rare survivor of the exposure to the virus, part zombie, Reed is captured by the twisted leader of the Ark. After escaping from the torture table into the surrounding wasteland, Reed is determined to return to the city and exact some apocalyptic justice. This is coming to just about every platform: PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. I won't say that it's blow away from a visual standpoint from any stretch of the imagination, but a demo is available now, and you can check that out, and it does look like it has some interesting mechanics. We'll see how this one ultimately turns out on May the 19th when it drops, but that is gonna do it for me. Again, Shadowrun Trilogy available for pre-order right now. Maybe I made too big of a deal about the price point. Honestly, it's pretty good, especially if you are a Plus subscriber. I think $30 is a perfect price for the 3 games. 40 might be a little bit pricey, and if you aren't a Plus subscriber, maybe hold off on that, but it will be available on Xbox Game Pass as well. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie, that collection will be coming July the 8th. Excited to check that out, even though I'm not like super nostalgic towards Klonoa or anything like that. You know, some decent platformers never hurt. Way of the Hunter looks like a pretty interesting open world hunting title. The House of the Dead remake dropping next week, and we got Deadcraft coming on May 19th. That's gonna do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.